Should be live now. And what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Quattro here today, bringing you a brand new video. Today we are going up against the 1-3 Jacksonville Jaguars. Last week we
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
our part. Trubisky barely had 100 yards. I think he had like 150 total. Jordan Howard rushed like 100. It was rough. And if you guys had to watch it, I apologize. We tried to take a shot first play of the game. You know, probably should have went to Cameron Meredith, but whatever. I didn't know that was Jalen Ramsey. If I did, would have went to Cameron Meredith. But yeah, last week, guys, that was awful. It should never went to overtime, to be honest, but it did. And we ended up losing, falling 2-3-2 on the year. We have a really, I don't know if it's young offensive line or if it's just inexperience or if they just flat out suck. I don't know what it is, but if my offensive line could get things going as Trubisky fires way over the head of Kendall Rock, we would be a very deadly offense. Just the way I play, I have to run the football, and have not been able to run the football at all with this team. You know, Jordan Howard, he rushes for 100 yards almost every week, but it's these little bitty plays that, like, hey, you hold that block another second, we're going to take that run to the house, and they haven't been doing that, and it's really killing me all season. It really hurt me last week, and that's probably why we lost. You know, passing game wasn't there, the running game was, but I couldn't break any long runs that I needed. Picking up on our second possession of the day, down 3-0. We are at home, going up against the Jaguars, and it's a Blake Bortles-led Jaguars team. Surely, Mitchell Trubisky is a better quarterback than Blake Bortles, and I mean, we're going to find out here today what kind of quarterback we have. Coming out in an empty set, you can see Trent Taylor has checked into the game. He scored his first touchdown last week as a NFL player. Chad Hansen, now it's your turn wherever you're at. Somebody calling out Deion Sims now. Still staying with this empty set. Hit Kevin White on the little end route. He picks up 5 yards. 9 yards, excuse me. 3rd and 1. Oh, Trubisky hit and fumbles. That goes right back to what I was saying about my offensive line struggling. They come in basically untouched, and it screws me. 3rd and 1 easily should have been a first down. Jaguars drive right back down the field, kick a field goal, take a 6-2-0 lead. Offensive struggles continue for the Bears. They're looking to turn it around right here. Now, Jordan Howard breaking the tackle, just like that. He breaks that right there. He's going 75 yards to the house. And he will, that was the weirdest tackle. I never even felt like I got hit. But he picks up the first down on a little short yard scamper. And let's see what we can do now. 1st and 10 finally for the Bears. Points here would be huge. Split setback in the backfield. Really nobody open. We're going to take what we can get with Jordan Howard in the flats. Into the first quarter, the Jaguars lead 6-0, and if you would have told me, I would have been saying that before the game. I would have called you crazy and told you to leave. We hand the ball off to Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard is an elite running back. 6 rushes, 46 yards. I believe he had 83 yards last week. Incredible running back. Really a franchise guy. I believe with Trubisky and him and Taylor and Hansen. I actually think Kevin White is honestly a young player as well. And Trubisky links up with Kevin White. It's a foot race to the end zone that Kevin White will win. Bears tie the game up at 6. Extra point will give us the lead. 51-yard touchdown pass for Trubisky, and we take a 7-6 lead before the Jaguars drive all the way down the field and retake. We're going to go right back to that same play. So this time we hit Kendall Wright, who shows a burst of speed and snatches the ball out of midair on the dig route. Coming right back to it now. Looks like a I'd say a 4-man box with 2 outside backers walk down. So we try to run the football. Jordan Howard picks up a few 3 yards and a little bit of a broken tackle. Step up and it's sacked. Trubisky tried to step up in the pocket but unable to do so. Calais Campbell with the sack right there. Trips left, right backfield. Trubisky will take the fake handoff to Meredith, and Trubisky is hit and fumbled. Luckily, Kyle Long, I believe, is able to recover the fumble and do a little bit of damage control. Let's go ahead and see him. Defense holds strong, and we get the ball right back on their 20-yard line. Gotta get something going now. Could be we rely too much on big plays, you know. That could be a big reason why we struggle. But Kevin White, when you get big plays like this, it doesn't matter. Kevin White with a 50-yard reception. He has 100. Brad Kaya. He's in for the Detroit Lions. I guess Matthew Stafford is injured. But the other rookie, our rookie, Trubisky fires and hits Deion Sanders across the middle of the field. That's a first down. And we are moving. Inside the 2-minute warning. We're going to fire right to Cameron Meredith, who gets the edge and dives into the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Bears. Trubisky fires the little short route. You know, not really expecting to get much. Ends up with 6. Excellent job there by Cameron Meredith to find his way into the end zone after picking up the, after catching first. Trubisky probably kneels right here. He does. Jaguars get the ball to start second half. They drive down the field and score a touchdown with a 2-point conversion. Blake Bortles passes to Allen Robinson. They take the lead 21-14. We've led very seldomly through this game. It's like we get the lead and then they come right back. We're going to go trips to the left. Jordan Howard takes the handoff on our first possession. He's going to pick up 2 yards. That puts him over 50 yards for the day. See how this goes here. Cameron Meredith on the post route. I hit him quick just to make sure I got the yards. If I would have waited, he may have potentially beat that safety. But we will never know. Oh, Trubisky is brought down again by Campbell. 2nd and 23 coming up for the Bears.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He'll look to throw, and that one got tipped.
Should have been pass interference there. Trubisky fires for Sims, and he gets hung up a little bit. They're going to come out, you know. Actually, this could be exactly what I wanted if Kevin White beats his man, which he does not. But Cameron Meredith does. And Trubisky, again, I mentioned it last week, struggling with deep balls. And the same thing applies here. If he was to lead Meredith, just chunk it downfield. You know, that's a touchdown. Jaguars score again to take a 28-14 lead. Chicago offense really struggling. I think we had like 100 yards on 2 plays, really. Other than that, we haven't had anything going for us. Trubisky hit again as he throws. He only has 176 on the day. We need a touchdown, a stop, and another touchdown to be in this game. We'll see if what we are able to get. Jordan Howard takes the handoff. He picks up a gain of 8 yards. And let's go to first route. We're looking for Meredith. It's not there, so we're going to fire back. Hit Kevin White, who breaks a tackle and is brought down immediately after, but not until he is in enemy territory. If I can get them thinking pass, open up the run game, we may have a little bit of something. Nothing there. We're going to throw deep to Meredith. Ball falls incomplete again. Giants up 28-0 over the Baltimore Ravens. 2nd and 10 now. This looks like this is either going to be a really good gain or stuffed in the backfield. Mixture. We got 4 yards. Okay. Hung up at the line. If I don't get hung up, I can see that being a very successful play. I'm expecting a little bit of blitz off the edge. Taylor was open on the post route, but the linebacker Smith jumps up and bats it down. I have to go for it here. I can't really afford to. I can't afford to not go for it. Taylor, Meredith, and Wright out to the left. Zach Miller, the tight end, is split out right. We find Meredith on the end route. That's a first down. We're going to go right back to this here. We're just going to go straight verts. Chunk that bad boy, and we do. It's Cameron Meredith. He's brought down in the end zone for a touchdown. Bears, we are now down by 7. Huge play there on 4th down to get the first and then come back and score a touchdown. See what's going on here. We get the ball back. We force a punt, and we are right back in business now. Essential that we come away with a touchdown here. We need a touchdown and another stop. Jordan Howard hits Kyle Long, the puller, and is stuffed in the backfield.
But I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Again, Howard cannot release. This pressure is getting to the Bears and not really allowing us to do anything. Jaguars defense really dictating this game, and Blake Bortles is having a heck of a day apparently. Man, Trubisky off target bad. 4th and 10. Actually, I can't punt it. I probably can. I probably can, yes. Am I going to? No. Never punt. Don't know how I feel about these routes. And I'm sacked by Campbell. Campbell's 3rd sack on the day, and that's probably going to be all she wrote for the Bears unless my defense can come up with a huge stop. And we don't do so. They add on a field goal to increase their lead to 10. You can roast me on the comments all you want. I haven't been able to get anything going like for the past 2 weeks, really. Again, flushed out of the pocket. Campbell putting pressure on Trubisky. Had 2-on-1 with the receivers. We're going to go with it. Again, I don't know who that is. The right guard. It doesn't hold his block, and by not doing so, instead of it being a first down, Howard is brought down from behind. Deion Sims with what may have been a game-saving reception there. Seen him on the go route, trusted him to go up and get it, and he does exactly that. Trubisky sacked again. This Jaguar defense must be a lot better than I remember. I'm going to check out the stats after this. See, you know, Leonard Fournette and how they are doing. I'm forgetting that this is like an updated version of the Jaguars. This is not the 2016 version. Third and 16 now. Throw the ball. Good job. Cameron Meredith breaks a few tackles. He's brought down at the 23. They're probably going to bring the house right here. They don't elect to do so, actually. Tried to get Kevin White to dive in the corner of the end zone, but Gibson breaks that one up. Again, we just live and die by big plays, and it's really hurting us here today. We have Trent Taylor running a out route who catches and gets out of bounds at the 8-yard line. If we can get this corner, I think I clicked the wrong play. I did. Jordan Howard hit as he receives the handoff. He's brought down at the 5-yard line. Gets us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've
They are expecting pass, you can tell. But Trubisky scrambles up the middle. That's a touchdown for the Bears. Trubisky's first career rushing touchdown. I'm actually going to go for 2 here. That way, if I do get the stop, I will. Trubisky scrambles. He's going to get in for a 2-point conversion, and we are only down 2. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they're just going to try to run the ball. And they get the first down. That's going to be the game. It is just that. The Jaguars upset the Bears 31-29. Bears will fall to 3-3 on the season. Definitely not the game we expected. You know, I struggled last season in my Titans franchise. I dropped 2 games that I should not have dropped at all. And apparently the same thing happens here. Trubisky, 15 for 28, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's huge. Bortles, 19 for 31 with 2 touchdowns. Leonard Fournette goes 28 for 108 and a touchdown. Jordan Howard, 14 for 73. Trubisky, 1 for 5 and a touchdown. Trubisky did have 2 fumbles. That potentially could have been the turning point in the game. Meredith, he has 100. Allen Robinson and Fournette. Fournette probably going to get MVP of this game. Kevin White goes for 100. We'll see how my man Trent Taylor, he has 1 for 15. I think really just those 2 fumbles by Trubisky is what caused me to lose this game. So yeah, rough one here in Jacksonville, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, cash out on that subscribe button. I will see you guys in week 7 as we hope to finally get back on the winning track. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Quattro04, and I will see you guys in week 6.